Okay, our broadcast is now live. We are live. If you are watching this broadcast, please check in, let me know. Definitely, I want to make this interactive. If you're on this webcast, if you can see it, just chime in, link up, say yes. Anybody, please log into your chat, turn on chat, and let me know that you're out there so we can get started. Starting to see some people logging in right now. Please log in on the chat box and give me your first name and let me know that you're seeing this video. I see a couple viewers are logged in, but I'm not seeing anybody respond to the chat box. So hopefully we can get that sorted out. Once again, just type your name in the chat box. Just hi, I'm Jim. I can see the video. Okay, we've got a couple more people just logging in. We're just waiting for the attendees just to start getting in here before we do get underway. I definitely don't want anybody to miss any of this presentation. So once again, there should be a little chat box right on the right-hand side of your screen. Just type your name in there. Just let me know if you can see the video, if you can hear the video. Just want to make sure that everything's working before we do get underway. Okay, we're up to got 5, 6 people logging in now. If there's any way, just send me a little smiley face, just send me anything in the chat box to the right of the screen. If you can't find that, maybe that you're looking at the Google Hangouts. At the top left, there's a little icon, conversation icon. Click on that, see if that opens up the chat window, and then send me a little message just to let me know that you are online, you're watching this video, and you can hear me as well. I just want to make sure that everything is working before we do get underway. Okay. Well, the wonders of technology. Not sure if anybody can hear this or see this. I do see viewers that are online and hopefully watching this stream. So hopefully you are hearing this, and we're going to get things underway here. This is going to be a fairly, in-depth webinar on manifesting. Although I am going to not take all night about this, we're going to get into the fine points of manifesting. We're going to do a little manifestation session as well, just so you can experience that, and hopefully show you some things that can help make you make your 2017 year the best year ever. And looks like people are still having problems logging in. So we'll give you guys just a few more minutes. I'd like everybody just to get locked in. Make sure that you're on this webinar and you are watching it. Once again, not sure why anybody is, I'm not seeing any responses here, so I'm not sure if you're seeing this video or hearing it. But if you could log in and just send me a little message, that would be great. I'd like to make this presentation as interactive as possible. So without further ado, let's get things underway. First of all, as a little disclaimer, my experiences, everything that you're going to hear here tonight and learn about tonight is my experiences, my studies, what I've learned, what I've practiced, what I've figured out that works, what I've figured out that doesn't work. And these are my experiences. The second thing is that I am definitely 100% committed to giving you my best knowledge on this webinar. I'd like you to be as 100% committed to it as well. And as far as any questions about the information that we're going to cover here tonight, if you do have any questions, definitely write those down, and hopefully we can get the chat situation remedied. And you can fill in that chat box and ask me some questions at the end of the webinar. Okay, so a little bit about me. If you don't know about me, first of all, my name is James Graham. Most people know me as Jimmy G or Jimmy. I've led a life of manifestation. My whole entire life has been based on manifestation, studies of manifestation, the practices of manifestation, even when I didn't even know what I was doing, because I discovered manifestation a long, long time ago at a very early age, got into it and started practicing it without any instructions to follow, and just kind of develop my own techniques along the way as I continued to study more and more about it. Things that I've manifested cars, I've manifested houses, I've manifested a supermodel wife, my career, other smaller manifestations as well. And it's just been an amazing, amazing journey along the way of how things just can magically appear once you learn the techniques that I'm going to be covering here this evening. So a little bit about manifestation. There's going to be some things about manifestation that you're going to need to know. First of all, once again, I wish this chat was working, because I'd like to find out if you did download my Manifest Success method that I sent you links for within the emails that I broadcasted out about this webinar. If you haven't downloaded the Manifest Success method, I highly suggest that you do. It gives you the framework, the foundations on the proper mindsets and the proper really beliefs and attitudes that you must have if you want to manifest good things into your life and manifest better opportunities. These 7 steps that I cover in the Manifest Success method are basically 7 little 1-minute meditations that you concentrate on, and you can use on a daily practice and put that practice into your life on a daily practice. And it'll be something that will definitely affect your life, transform your life in amazing ways that will probably blow your mind. And once you tell me, it'll surprise me as well. But I love hearing stories from my clients about the success that they've created all through the programs that I make available. So definitely download the Manifest Success method. Start putting it into your life as a daily practice. Once again, it's only a 7-minute process, and you will start experiencing some pretty amazing things within your life. From that point, what you'll discover here tonight on this webinar is how to clear your energy to attract more. If you're not in the right mindset, if you're stressed out, if you're always worrying about bills and who's doing this and who's saying that, you are actually creating negative energy that actually repels anything positive into your life. So this is very important to get clear on your energy so you can attract the positive, great opportunities that are all around you. The second thing that we're going to discover tonight is the 5 most important questions you must ask yourself to get clear about manifesting what you want. It's funny how language really plays such a massive role in creating our lives. The words we say create our realities. We're going to get into more of that as the webinar goes on, but just to kind of keep that thought in the back of your mind as we continue on. You're also going to discover why you may be sabotaging your attempts at manifesting, why sometimes you can manifest something and it automatically shows up. Other times that you will just work on manifesting something else and it just never shows up. So you're going to find out why that happens. You're also going to discover the secret to successful statements, successful manifestation statements that are key to giving your intent to the universe. You're going to discover a quick and easy way to get into the manifestation state, the best times for manifestation, and how to supercharge your manifestation results. Now, the first thing is that I mentioned is all about clearing your energy. And clearing your energy starts with what I believe to be gratitude. The reason why I say that is that if you're not thankful for what you have in your life, then how can you expect more to come into your life? How can you expect more to attract more into your life? And by being grateful for what you already have is one of the greatest practices you can use to start manifesting more into your life. Once again, with the Manifest Success Method, I do touch on that. There's a great little 1-minute meditation within that program that will help you practice gratitude. Gratitude dissolves resistance, because when you're grateful for everything that's around you, you flow into it. You don't resist it. When you're ungrateful about something, there's a resistance there. And you build up a negativity, a negative energy that surrounds you that repels other opportunities around you as well. So definitely gratitude dissolves resistance, and you need to be able to clear yourself of that to manifest more and manifest success in your life. Gratitude creates harmony and acceptance. When you're grateful for the things in your life, no matter how small or how large, you're becoming one with it and you're becoming acceptant of it. It's amazing when you start practicing gratitude, which I expand further in my 10-minute miracle program. You can start looking at the most simplest things and find a reason to be grateful for it. And even if there's no reason, you just be grateful for it and just accept it as it is. And the joy that it brings in your heart is just a phenomenal experience. And by practicing gratitude every day, you attract more to be grateful for. That is maybe the irony of a lot of manifestation, because it's the old saying, what comes around goes around. So if you're grateful for the things that are already in your life, it attracts more into your life to be grateful for. So if you have something there right now, obviously, if you don't have a pen and paper within your reach, obviously you're on your computer, you could just open up a little Windows document or a text document. And this may be possible if you're a good typer, and even if you don't want to type out anything, just basically just quiet your mind right now. And I just like you to make sure that all distractions are shut off, your phone's shut off, you're in a nice quiet space where you can just be alone with your thoughts. And what I'd like you to do is just quiet your mind. And if you have a pen and paper, I want you to write as fast as you can everything that you're grateful for in your life. If you're at your computer, you can get a text document out and pull that up and just type as fast as you can everything that you're grateful for in your life. If you don't have the ability to do that, or you just choose not to, just quiet your mind, just sit back in your chair, close your eyes, and I'm going to give you a couple of minutes just to allow your mind to be cognizant of all the things in your life that you can be grateful for right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just be quiet for a couple of moments. I want you to just close your eyes if you're just thinking on this, or I want you to just write down whatever you are grateful for right now. Write as fast as you can, all the things that you can be grateful for right now. And as you're doing that, I will help maybe give you some ideas in case you are stuck. It could be everything from, first of all, for your body, for instance. Now, you might think of your body and go, well, I'm grateful for my body, but really dig into it. Grateful for your eyes, grateful for your hair, grateful for your teeth, grateful for your muscles, your nerves, your blood, your organs. As much detail as you can get about what you're grateful for, that just manifests more gratitude. You will find that the more you get grateful for, the more you start to notice. You start noticing things around you as opposed to just being totally focused on what's in front of you. This really opens up your world to more things to be grateful for. And once again, as you do, the more things that you're grateful for, the more you attract. So just do this now. Continue to write, continue to think about all the things that you can be grateful for. And just make a mental list or make a physical list of those things in your life. And sometimes when I've done this practice, every once in a while, there may be somebody that just goes, I'm not grateful for anything. I can't think of anything to be grateful for. And you could be simply as grateful for the thought and the realization that you've just awakened to that fact. You can get that simple. A quick little story about a gentleman by the name of Dr. Joe Vitale, who has some great gratitude courses as well. He was telling a story about being basically almost broke, living in Texas with hardly anything to eat, no money, and discovering a program to kind of do the same exercise. And he thought, I've got nothing to be grateful for, as he picked up his pencil to write his gratitude list. And then he looked at the pencil and he thought, well, I guess I could start here. I could be grateful for my pencil. I can be grateful for the pencil because it gives me the opportunity to write down that I'm not grateful for anything. And then there's an eraser on that pencil that I'm grateful for because it gives me the opportunity to erase that statement and now write that I'm grateful for the pencil. So you can get grateful for anything. And I really suggest that you practice this little exercise daily, because you will find, once again, the more you start recognizing to be grateful for, the more things you will attract into your life and the more things that you will be grateful for as well. So once you're finished your list, here's what I suggest that you do. In order to get more grateful and put the practice of gratitude into your life, keep that list or keep those thoughts and either memorize those thoughts so you remember them upon awakening, or read your list upon waking up in the morning. Then read that list at least once during the day. Read it before bedtime, and then as the days continue to add to it daily. When you notice new things in your life, simply add to that gratitude list, and you'll find that that list will grow and grow and grow. Next, what we're going to do is think about 5 questions. As I explained in the what you'll discover here tonight, there's 5 most important questions that you must ask yourself in order to get clear about manifesting what you want. Now, those 5 questions are very, very important. And as you discover and hear these questions, I want you to just accept them with an open heart, an open mind, and really allow yourself to open up your imagination and let go of maybe some things that are stopping you from answering this question or really embracing these questions. So if you have your pen and paper out, or if you're in front of your computer, get your text document out and type in these questions. The first one is, what do you want? What do you want? And we're going to take a moment here just to let you answer that question. Because when we were little kids, you know, from 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 6 to 7 to 8, our parents always asked us for Christmas or our birthdays, what do you want? And we came up with massive, crazy answers. I want a pony. I want a swimming pool. As a matter of fact, I want an elephant. No, maybe I want 2 elephants. We could think of anything and everything. And when we said it, we actually believed that we could get it because we allowed ourselves to do it. We didn't question it. We weren't told at the time and basically beaten down by society that no, it's just not going to happen. So what I want you to do is clear your mind. I want you to approach this question from, if I could have anything in my life, what do I want? So write down that question, what do I want? And then I'm going to give you a couple of moments to answer that question. I want your mind to run free. I want you to just put the wildest, if you want a sailboat, if you want an island, if you want a mansion, if you want a girlfriend, a husband, you know, 2 husbands, whatever it is, whatever you want to do. What do you want in your life? Write it down. Start writing it down. Make a list of, well, actually, write as many things, write as fast as possible. Get all those ideas down. Go. Start doing it right now. I want you to write as fast as possible. I want you to let your mind go free. I want you to allow yourself to want anything in the world. No barriers, no limitations. And just keep writing. We'll give you another, say 30 seconds to a minute just to get all of those ideas out. And okay, we're going to wrap that up. And I want you to look at that list. And I just want you to just be still for a moment, looking at that list, and just imagine having those things, those relationships, that body, that car, that house, that love of your life, that inner peace, whatever that is for you. Just sit with that for a moment. And just go back to that time when you were a little kid and you just were looking through the catalog at all the wonderful things and dreaming about having them all, or having the ones that you specifically wanted. Okay. The next question I want you to write down is, why do you want it? Why do you want what you wrote down? And what we're getting at here, the why do you want it really is asking, how do you feel about it? Like, what is that intangible attraction, that pulling? What's it going to do for you? How is it going to make you feel? to have what you want. So with your list of what you want, beside each item, just write down quickly. You don't have to write out sentences or anything, but just write down words that mean something specific to you about why you want each of those items. And go. We're going to give you a minute or so just to write this down. Write these ideas down. Maybe you want a Ferrari because you love to drive fast, and it's so exciting to drive fast. Maybe you want that paradise island because it'll just help you become so stress-free and carefree and just be able to relax and enjoy life and just soak up the sun. What is it for you? Why do you want these things? Why do you want these experiences in your life? How will they make you feel? Write down the words that resonate within you for each of those items. Maybe you want to find your soulmate, but how will that make you feel? What will that do for you? How will that enhance your life? Maybe you want a bigger house. What will that do for you? Why do you want that? Maybe you want to downsize. What would that do for you? How would that make you feel? And as we wrap that up, our next question, our third question, I want you to write down, what's stopping you now from having it? Look at those items. Check out the feelings around those items. And ask yourself, as you look at your item list, what's stopping you now from having it? What's the biggest barriers that you have for not having it? Is it money? Is it time? I want you to write down beside each item what's stopping you from not having it. Why don't you have it now? Write out those reasons. Write out those excuses, maybe. Write out those barriers. Write out all the little ideas, or maybe big ideas, that are stopping you from having what you want. And we'll let you have another couple of seconds to finish that up. Okay, and then the next question is going to be, what sacrifices are necessary to get what you want? So basically, you've written down what you want, why you want it, what's stopping you, what will it take to make it happen on your end. And I want you to write down what sacrifices will be necessary to make what you want appear and manifest in your life. Maybe if it's what's stopping you is you don't have the money, so the sacrifices will be you'll need to make more money. Maybe what's stopping you is that you don't have the time, So the sacrifices will be to find ways to make more time. For whatever's stopping you, there's an answer for it. But those answers, sometimes the reason why I call them sacrifices is because there's something within you that you're not just openly accepting. You're not just going for. Something's stopping you. And it may be an external excuse, but really it's an internal excuse because you have the idea or maybe the feeling that you may have to sacrifice one thing in your life for another. If it's time, you might have to spend time pursuing what you want as opposed to being with your family or your friends. If it's money, maybe you'll have to sacrifice free time in order to make more money. There's always sacrifices that need to be made to eliminate what's stopping you. So write those down. And we'll give you a few more seconds to finish that up. And once you're finished with that question, the final question will be, what will your life be like once you step in to what you want? So you could just write this question down as, what will your life be like once you've manifested what you want? Will you be able to have more time? Will you have more money to create more time? Which is a whole another topic for another day, but we're going to cover a little bit of that later on in this webinar. What is your life going to be like once you manifest what you want? And write that down as well. It's very important that we ask these important questions because we need to get clear so we can manifest what we want. Now, as you look at your list, what do you want in the coming days? You can take the top 3 things, because if you're trying to accomplish all of those goals, all of those aspirations, all of those desires, you're going to be completely overloaded and give up on all of them. So I want you to take 3, and I want you to promise to yourself that you're going to write these out in detail and describe exactly how it's going to look, how it's going to feel, how you see what you want. And then for those top 3 ideas, I want you to really detail all the reasons why you want those 3 things in your life. And that answers the number 2 question, why do you want it? The number 3 question, you can take those 3 items again and write down what's stopping you. And with most of my coaching clients, the same answer keeps rearing its ugly head. And that answer usually is procrastination. You put it off. And there's reasons that you put things off. It's not that something is stopping you. You're putting off what you could do to go after what you want and manifest it in your life. So list the reasons why you're putting it off, what's stopping you, why you're procrastinating against what you really want. And be honest, be honest. by being honest, you're really going to start letting go of this procrastination and those excuses. And you'll find that basically that's all they will become, and their power over you will weaken significantly. Fourth, definitely go to those 3 items, list all the trade-offs, all the sacrifices you must make in order for those items, those ideas, those desires to become part of your life. Because nothing comes into your life without a payment due. You just can't get everything without sacrifice. There's always going to be a sacrifice. There's always going to be a payment due in the form of time, money, travel, commitment. There's always sacrifices to be made to get what you want. So write down what you're going to have to do and what sacrifices are necessary in order to receive what you want. And then finally, out of those 3 items, really detail what your life's going to look like once you've achieved it. And really make it juicy. Really make it juicy. Really get into descriptive words, emotional words, visual words that really hit home and make you feel what it's going to be like to have those 3 items, those 3 things, those 3 desires in your life. Now, once you've done that, I want you to post those written goals of those 3 top items everywhere, all over your house, in your car, wherever you will be reminded throughout the day. And as you continue to think about these 3 items, I want you to become conscious and notice whatever resistant thoughts that still come up about not being able to attain them, not being able to go after it. The excuses that come up, it's like, oh, I'll do it tomorrow because I don't have time today, those type of things. And really be conscious of how you feel about it. Because you'll, as I've learned in manifestation, I've begun to manifest things, and as I got closer to it, I realized that I wasn't really interested anyway. And you may find that too. You really may find that too. And that's okay. That's okay. Because sometimes you might think you want something, and then the closer you get to it and you look at it close up, you go, maybe not so much. So, and that happens in a lot of areas of life, everything from material to, to health, to relationships, even spirituality. I mean, case in point, at one time in my life, I really wanted to dedicate myself into bodybuilding. I was going to go dedicate a full maybe year or 2 or 3 into really getting a great trainer, really being disciplined with my food intake and my diet and workout regimen, and hire a trainer and just go full bore so I could start competing. And I got about 6 weeks into it and I thought, who am I trying to kid? It sounded like a great idea at the time, but really, no, I wasn't really interested. It just seemed like a fun idea at the time. But once I started actually getting into it, I wasn't really that interested. And that's a great thing to have happen in your life, because life is short. So you don't want to waste time pursuing something that really isn't going to be beneficial in the end. So if you do start, pick a goal and you do start going towards it, and it doesn't feel right inside you, then let it go. Let it go. Don't waste time on it. Don't waste time on it. That's okay. And that's okay. So our next point that we need to get to is learning about why you may be sabotaging your attempts at manifesting. This is a big question that I always get. It's like, Jimmy, Why does it work sometimes and it doesn't work other times? Well, here's the thing. We are made up of three minds: the conscious mind, the subconscious mind, and the superconscious mind. The conscious mind compares questions and operates in either the past or the future. Right now, you're conscious and you're listening to me, and your mind is kind of uh, running little programs in the back going, okay, have I heard this before? Does this make sense? Those type of things. What's it going to, how's this information going to benefit me in the future? All these things are going on consciously. The subconscious mind is emotional and operates in the present. It operates in the now. If you're feeling tired, if you're feeling excited, if you're feeling real powerful, intense, interest in this webinar, that's your subconscious mind at work. The subconscious mind totally rules the emotional, and it operates in the present. The superconscious mind is the infinite field of possibility and creation. And together, all three work together to either help you manifest more in your life, positive things, or it manifests negative things, but it's always manifesting, it's always working, you're always creating. By implanting suggestions into the superconscious mind, the subconscious mind will accept the suggestions as fact and then transmit those attraction energies to manifest the suggestions into the material world. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, so I'm going to say this again. By implanting suggestions into your superconscious mind, your subconscious mind will accept those suggestions as fact because it operates in the present, and will transmit attraction energy to manifest those suggestions into the material world. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but that's only 2 out of the 3 minds. The conscious mind, your conscious mind, must notice what's being manifested into your world and then take action on the signals that begin to occur completely to complete the reality of the manifestation. I know that sounds like a lot of rocket science, so I'm going to break it down for you. When you get a thought, an idea, okay, let's say, okay, let's take this example for a moment. Maybe you get the idea that you want to buy a new car, and you get the idea that a shiny red Mustang, boy, that would be just so cool. That'd be so cool. And you get excited about it. So you're feeling emotion, okay? That is your subconscious mind at work. And that subconscious thought of the red Mustang, that feeling of excitement about getting a red Mustang and how much fun it's going to be to drive, and it's going to be so cool. You're going to feel so cool driving it, and everybody's going to be waving at you and that sort of thing, is now being implanted into the superconscious as a creation, as a reality. The superconscious is nothing but your reality and where you live. So by thinking about that red Mustang, by feeling that excitement, your subconscious, your superconscious is going, well, I've already got it. It's already there. And then what is going to happen is that your superconscious and your subconscious is going to start going to work to help you notice what? A red Mustang, to direct you to the red Mustang, to show you and provide you with opportunities to get that red Mustang and own that Mustang and have it in your life. Now, what happens is that once you've got that idea that I want to buy a red Mustang, it's going to be really super cool, what happens? You go out the door the next day and you've maybe seen 2 red Mustangs in your home, maybe in the last 3 years. For the next 3 weeks, you see a Mustang every day, red ones and even blue ones. You start noticing Mustangs everywhere. This is what I mean by the conscious mind must notice, then take action of the signals that begin to occur to complete the reality of the manifestation. Here's a quick little story talking about a car. I saw a picture in a Car and Driver magazine of an IROC Camaro when they came out in the 80s. Very, very cool, super muscle car. And I fell in love with it. I thought this was the coolest car. Wow, this would be so awesome to have. I'm going to have one. I'm just going to have one. And once again, that seed was implanted into my subconscious. I had the emotion of how cool it was going to be. My superconscious accepted it as a reality. And then now I was already practicing manifestation techniques. I began to manifest it within my mind. But what happened is that my conscious mind, every time I was driving around, I started seeing Camaros, like IROC Camaros everywhere. I started noticing GM car dealerships that had them on the lot. Now, 2 weeks before I got this idea, or just even the day before I even got this idea, I never even noticed the car dealerships, let alone the IROC Camaro. And as I manifested this car, I saw more and more of them. I was led to car dealerships where there was one for sale, discount, like slightly used, maybe 10,000 kilometers on it or whatever, for a great deal. I started taking them for test drives. Next thing you know, I found the exact IROC Camaro that I manifested at a car dealership. This was a $45,000 car that I picked up for $19,000. Drove it off the lot for no money at all. As a matter of fact, here's how I did it. I went in there because I didn't even have $1 on me. All I had was a credit card that had a $500 limit on it. And I said to the guy, I said, listen, I said, I'll take this car. Here's what I'm going to pay for it. And here's what I'll give you down. And all I did was I gave him my credit card and I said, ring it through. There's $500 on it. So technically, I didn't even pay for it because on a credit card, basically you haven't paid for it until the bill comes in 30 days later. So I got the car for free that day, and it was exactly the car that I manifested. So this is how the mind works. You implant a suggestion, you feel the emotion, your superconscious mind accepts it as reality, and together with your subconscious mind goes about making you aware of the opportunities in your life that your conscious mind must notice and then take action of those signals to complete the circle of manifestation. So what is it that, once again, we're going to get back to what is it that you want. There's basically 4 areas of life within what people want to manifest, and that's yourself, your health, your relationships, and your wealth. So in order to start manifesting, you can't just say, well, I want to make more money, I want a better body, I want love in my life, I want to find a girlfriend, I want to find a boyfriend, I want to find a husband, I want to find a wife, I want to be happier. Because when you're saying I want, what you're saying to your subconscious and your superconscious mind is that you don't have it. And you are now instructing your subconscious mind and your superconscious mind to want it. Therefore, it accepts it that it can't be possible because you're instructing your mind to want as opposed to already have and be in possession of. So anything that you desire to attract into your life, if your goal is to lose weight, and say you're 200 pounds and you want to get down to 175, you write the statement that I am 175 pounds. I am 175 pounds. By stating statements and affirmations of your desires, the things you want to manifest in the present tense of I am, your subconscious and your superconscious mind now accepts that it's already a reality, and then we'll go to work to make sure it's a reality on the outside. You always need to make these statements in a positive statement. You never want to say to yourself, I don't like smoking. Your subconscious mind, your superconscious mind accepts that statement as I like smoking because your subconscious and superconscious mind cannot process a negative. So you need to say, I am smoke free if that's what you're working on. If you want to be smoke free, you say, I am now smoke free. Examples of this: I am confident and I gain more confidence and self-esteem every day. Healthy, I am toned, slim, and I'm reducing my weight by 2 pounds or more every week. Relationships, I am loved and respected by my family, friends, and more love is coming into my life every day. Wealth, I now earn, or I am earning, say, $1,000 per week. You always want to state it in the way that it's already happening. And these statements, these affirmations are what I really get into as well in the MindPower membership area too. So many things that you can really program yourself to create success. Just to touch on the whole word of manifestation, I used it because people resonate with it. They understand it. It gives them an idea and a picture in their mind about creating success. For me, I feel it's kind of woo-woo, a little woo-woo, airy-fairy type of feeling around it. And the reason I say that is because truly creating, using the techniques and tools that I teach my clients, it's actually based on science. When you program your mind with positive or even negative thoughts and emotions, your mind, your brain actually physically creates what's called synaptic connections to those thoughts and emotions. And that's why people develop habits, either good or bad, because you're making synaptic connections within your mind. So everything that I'm sharing with you this evening is actually based on science. They've done actual video studies of just opening up the brain and feeding thought processes into someone's brain and watching these synaptic connections actually happen. So this is actual science at work. This is how you're designed and how your brain is designed and wired. And that's why they call it wiring, because what you're doing is you're wiring your thought processes to create a reality within your mind, good, bad, or ugly. And the real thing that most people are stuck with is bad habits because they've rewired their mind the wrong way. And this is what I help people do, is to rewire that programming, rewire your thought processes so you start getting what you want in your life. So let us continue on here. We are going to get into what I promised that I will, I'm just watching our time here. I promise that I will lead you through a session of manifesting instantly. Now, what this method is called is the Tibetan eye roll. Now, if you go see monks meditating, not that not that that's an everyday occurrence, but if you ever saw even a movie of a monk meditating or seen a monk meditating, say on a street corner or whatever, their eyes are rolled back in the back of their head. Now, this is the same phenomena that happens when you go into the hypnotic trance state. It's exactly the same. And just for your own knowledge, the hypnotic trance state you go through every single night when you go to sleep at night. And we're going to get into that in just a moment, so I'm going to leave that. But this Tibetan eye roll, when your eyes roll in the back of your head, you're going into a very highly suggestible state of the subconscious mind called the theta mind state, okay? The theta mind state is the deep hypnotic trance state. When you're in the deep hypnotic trance state, your conscious mind is shut off and your subconscious mind is wide open to accepting suggestions that can be further on accepted by your superconscious mind to create an actual reality. This is why hypnosis programs work so powerfully, because you're bypassing the conscious mind, going straight to the subconscious and superconscious mind to create a new reality that is accepted and then acted upon. So during deep meditation, the eyes roll in the back of the head, the conscious mind quiets to allow suggestions to be accepted by the subconscious, and this eye roll, once again, is known as either the Spiegel or Tibetan eye roll. And here's what we're going to do right now. I want you to take one of your desires or ideas that you want to have happen in your life. I want you to just memorize whatever that idea is and find it. Just allow yourself to quiet down now. And I want you to take a nice deep breath in through your nose and then hold it and then exhale through your mouth. Take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it, exhale through your mouth. Now on this breath in through your nose, and as you exhale, just close your eyes and relax. And I want you to quiet your mind and concentrate on your core energy. I simply want you to just center yourself on your core energy, center and balance yourself, relax. And I want you to imagine your energy now being centered in your root chakra, which is in the groin area. And I want you to imagine that energy now passing all the way down through your legs and grounding into the earth. I want you to feel that energy, that internal energy going through your floor, into the ground, through the soil, the bedrock, all the way down to the center core of the earth. Absorbing that earth energy and then bringing it all the way back up through the soil and the bedrock, the floor, into your legs, into your lower body, your upper body, your chest, your back, your shoulders, your arms, your neck, your head, and then projecting it into the universe through the top of your forehead. And I want you to project it all the way out past the planets and the stars and the solar systems and the galaxies and connect with source energy. And at the same time, I want you to make sure now that you roll your eyes into the back of your head. So it seems like you're looking up inside your eyelids or even up into your forehead. And I want you to just say either out loud or to yourself, even though I don't know how, I am fulfilling my desire now. I'm fulfilling this desire now and accepting this desire as my reality, and I am fulfilled. Even though I don't know how, I am achieving what I desire now. I am achieving what I am desiring now, and I am fulfilled. Even though I don't know how, I have what I desire. I experience what I desire. I am now living and accepting what I desire. I have this desire now, and I am fulfilled. And I want you to just resonate with that for a moment. And then take a nice deep breath in through your nose, exhale through your mouth, and then come back to the room. Just allow yourself to come back, re-energize. And then now we're going to speak of visualization. And visualizing may be easy for some and takes practice for others. And if you're not naturally visual, then you can just imagine that you are and let your natural instincts take over. And to practice, here's what I'd like you to do right now. Just close your eyes, and we're going to start with something simple like picturing a red fire truck. Just imagine a red fire truck. And then if you can, or if you want to, or if you can just imagine it, visualize that red fire truck in detail. Maybe there's firemen driving it, maybe there's a road, maybe there's a house, maybe it's driving down the street, or they're just washing it. Whatever it is, just picture that, sense it, feel it, make it as real as possible. By practicing simple visualization techniques like this, you'll be able to visualize the ideas that you want to attract into your life a lot easier and faster. Because the better you can get at visualizing, the more real it will become to your subconscious and your superconscious mind. So you can open up your eyes again and just remember to maybe start making a practice of visualization daily when you have just a moment or two of quiet time, or definitely do this at night before falling asleep so it gets embedded into your subconscious. Finally, one of the greatest things you can do to manifest more success is invest in yourself. And what do I mean by that? To supercharge your results, it's so much easier, so much faster to learn all the proper skills, techniques, tools of what works so you can get right to it and then go about your day. And also something to keep in mind that no matter what you manifest into your life, as I said earlier in the webinar, it will come with a sacrifice. It will come with challenges. It will come with situations that will come up against the things you want to manifest, because everything that is manifested in your life, once again, comes with a price. It comes with a sacrifice, and usually 99% of those sacrifices and challenges and issues that come along with the things you want to have in your life involve other people. So there's always some shenanigans to work out in those respects. And the best way to do that is to invest in yourself. And what I mean by investing in yourself is to actually go and look for people who can help you along the way, who have your back, who believe in your dreams and will challenge you and motivate you to stay focused and produce the results that you want in your life. And myself, I've used coaches, and the more I've invested in higher end coaches, the more success I've been able to achieve. It's really funny that one of the greatest things that people or greatest challenges people have is their resistance to spending money on themselves to grow themselves and invest in themselves. Most people have no qualms about wasting money on cigarettes and cases of beer and you know, Tim Hortons every single day, and Starbucks and fast food and just junk at Walmart. But when they're faced with an opportunity that they could invest in that will really, really launch their success in whatever area of life that they have, they seem to resist it. And it's just a weird phenomenon. What I've found with coaching my clients is that once they've crossed that hurdle, they've realized that there was a sense of lack of self-worth, that they really didn't feel that they were worthy of investing in themselves, which is actually kind of sad. So if you've hesitated in any way, shape, or form about investing in programs, investing in coaches or mentors that can help you get to the next level, that's something that you may want to really have a good look at. And once again, detail it out and ask yourself why you are resisting investing in yourself. Because I'll tell you, once I started investing in coaches and higher end coaches, man, it's made a world of difference. I was doing well on my own, but man, once I got into to being able to work with other people who were doing even way better than I was, my success just skyrocketed. Um, Coaches keep you focused on your goals. They help you avoid costly mistakes and time-consuming mistakes, and they really speed up your success and get you to where you want to be way faster than you can ever do it on your own. I say that from all sincerity, because I am living proof that once I started seeking out people that could help me get to where I needed to go, man, things just started boom, 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 boom. It's crazy fast. So, and let's face it. I mean, most successful people in the world have coaches. I mean, professional athletes have coaches, actors, singers, speakers, entertainers, uh, politicians, presidents. Even trainers and coaches have coaches to achieve greater success. So, if you want to really achieve what you want to manifest in your life, investing in a good coach or mentor can really help you get there a heck of a lot faster and way easier than struggling to keep doing it and trying to make it happen on your own. And to be completely transparent, I mean, I do have coaching programs available. It's one of those things that it really brings me a lot of joy. It's something that's not the main core of my business. For those of you that do know me, you know that I spend a lot of time on the road doing corporate events and charity events, and really being able to demonstrate the power of the mind in funny hypnosis show presentations. Which is the main core of my business. But what that's transpired into is, now that people see how amazing and how powerful the mind is, they start coming to me and asking me to help them, master their own mindset as well. So my kind of side business, if you will, is helping other people achieve success. And nothing gives me greater joy than when my clients go, "Oh my God, you will not believe what happened. This is how great things have gone." As a matter of fact, one of my last Manifest Success workshops, some of the results there was, one lady wanted to get a date. She hadn't had a date in a while. The very next day, a total stranger went up to her, walked into her store, and asked her out, like point blank. Didn't even know the guy. Somebody else, a couple days after the workshop, had to go to the dentist, and their bill was $200. And she put the techniques that I taught her to work, and within 3 days, she had the money to pay for the bill. Another one of my clients was going through a personal relationship issue, and was in need of a new home. Had to move out within about 30 days. Used the tools and techniques and manifested the exact dream house that she created within the workshop. Not only that, at the exact price that she could afford to pay, and it closed on the exact day that she needed to get into it. So, I mean, how great is that? That just blows my mind. I love hearing these success stories, and there's so many more. I mean, you could go to my website, mindpowerprograms.com, go to the testimonial page. There's just tons of people that have written in and shared their experiences with the programs that I've shared with them. What I would like to offer and suggest for you right now, if this seems like something that would be a good fit for you, I'm starting a Manifest Success workshop starting next week. It starts next Tuesday, January the 17th. It goes for 4 nights, the 17th, 19th, 24th, and 26th. Just so you know, if those dates don't work for you, you can sign up for the workshop. There will be replays available as well, because once you sign up for that workshop, you will get a basic membership into the MindPower programs that will give you access to this particular workshop. Week 1, we're going to cover all health issues on how you can create the body that you want. Week 2, I'm going to be teaching and sharing how to create wealth, how to have more money in your bank account, how to become debt-free. I'm living proof of this because my bank accounts are doing quite well, and I do live debt-free, which is just an absolute stress-free, worry-free, and happy way to live. Week 3, we're going to get into relationships, how you can really strengthen those relationships, attract, if you are single and you want to attract somebody in your life, how you can do that, and how to strengthen the relationships that you have. And then week 4, we're going to get into the spiritual end of it, because by really enhancing your spirit, really growing your spirit, you just grow in all other ways in your life too. So that's basically the overview of the workshop that starts next Tuesday, January 17th. You're going to get audio programs that go with each week theme, which is a $247 value. This whole entire program, to do it with me personally or to do it at one of my workshops, is a $497 value. To get in right now, if you sign up for it tonight, it's going to be only $197, and that link to get that workshop is right below this video. So just to wrap up, not sure if if anybody figured out how to get the chat functions going on this webinar. I don't see anybody checking in, so I'm assuming that the chat function isn't working, and I apologize for that. Hopefully everybody has been seeing this. I did save the last 10 or 15 minutes for a Q&A, but once again, I can't see anybody logging in to ask any questions. So what we could do is, if you want to email me, you can email me at james@mindpowerprograms.com. I can answer any questions there. Also, you will have access to me via the workshop once you sign up for that. And also, you can leave questions and any comments on the Manifest Success 2017 Facebook page. That would be great if you share your questions, comments, your experiences, and actually share the posts that come up on the Facebook page with your friends and your family members, and inspire them to manifest success in your life, or in their lives as well. So that is pretty much it for now. Check out, just hit the link below to check out the order page for the Manifest Success workshop. Once again, that's starting next Tuesday. It's going to be 4 nights. And as I do explain, it is comes with replays, and you'll be able to watch that if you can't make the actual live training classes. So I really hope that you've enjoyed this webinar here tonight. Please leave your comments, your questions, and contact me at james@mindpowerprograms.com, and leave your questions and comments, and share your experiences and what you thought of this webinar on the Facebook page as well. That's it for now. I'm really thankful for you coming out and joining me on this webinar tonight. There's going to be a lot more. We're going to try and do these webinars at least once a week. Once again, that's my coach talking to me, saying, Jimmy, make sure that you do a webinar a week. So, that's the great thing about having a coach, is that they do tend to kick your butt every once in a while, and we all need a little butt kicking. So this is something that I can help you out with as well. Once again, go to Manifest Success 2017, share those posts, sign up for the workshop, and I look forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Good night, everybody.